Welcome to today's horse racing preview. We've got a fantastic Sunday card lined up, with the main focus firmly on the Curragh, where there's a real sense of occasion in the air. We're also taking in some competitive action from Stratford and Redcar, making for a varied and exciting afternoon of racing. The Curragh has put together a cracking 8-race card today. The track is riding good to firm, with good in places, and we're expecting a dry day with sunny spells, which should make for perfect racing conditions. We'll be zeroing in on 7 key contenders across the meetings. Let's begin with the 140 at the Curragh, where ABLETAI lines up in this 5-furlong maiden for 2-year-olds. It's attracted a field of 12 and looks competitive. ABLETAI is a Star-Spangled Banner colt who has shown promise in 3 starts, finishing a narrow second at Naas in May, beaten only ahead. He's already proven he can be competitive over this trip. His most recent run came in listed company at Naas, where he was 6th behind a useful sort, but that experience at a higher level should stand him in good stead for this return to maiden company. He's been kept fresh since, and with Wayne Lorden taking the ride, he looks a leading contender to finally get his head in front. Moving to the 210 at the Curragh, we turn to White Sand Beach in this fillies maiden just over 9 furlongs. This race has cut up to just 8 runners, so a clear run is more likely. White Sand Beach is a 3-year-old filly who's been knocking on the door throughout her career, with 4 placed efforts from 9 starts. She arrives on the back of a second at Killarney just 5 days ago, so she's clearly in great heart. The booking of Ryan Moore for Aidan O'Brien is a significant positive. She looks ready to go one better. Now to the 240 at the Curragh, where I Believe It Can Fly is the star attraction in this 7-furlong fillies maiden. This Frankel daughter has shown significant promise in 2 starts, improving from a debut 4th to a strong 2nd here at the Curragh in June, finishing 6 lengths clear of the 3rd. That form looks solid. With Ryan Moore keeping the ride, she looks poised to break her maiden at the 3rd time of asking. She sets a clear standard. Over to Stratford for the 323, where Charging Thunder takes his chance in this handicap hurdle. It's Ladies' Day at this picturesque track, so there's a carnival atmosphere. The ground is good to firm, and we have just 5 runners for this 2-mile 6-furlong hurdle. Charging Thunder has been in excellent form on the flat recently, and connections have switched him back over hurdles, where he also boasts a solid profile. His recent efforts suggest he arrives in peak condition and ready to run a big race. Now to Redcar for the 4-8, where Be Patient lines up in this 1-mile 2-furlong handicap. It's a fascinating little race with just 4 runners declared, so there's nowhere to hide. The ground is good to firm. Be Patient has a golden opportunity to complete a hat-trick here. The form of his recent runs has been franked. With several horses he's beaten going on to score since. He's clearly in the ascendancy, and if he reproduces his last 2 performances, he'll take all the beating. Back to the Curragh for the 5 o'clock, where Lars Soldier lines up in this competitive 6-furlong nursery handicap for 2-year-olds. It's attracted 8 runners. Lars Soldier won his maiden over the minimum trip here in April, and the form has been well franked, with the 2nd and 3rd both going on to score. He's been highly tried since, running in a Group 3 here, so he's been mixing it with useful sorts. He returns to handicap company off a fair mark of 86, and Wesley Joyce's £3 claim is another positive. He should go very close. Finally, we head to the 5:30 at the Curragh, where Abbotsford takes his chance in this 1-mile 4-furlong maiden. It's the final race on the card, with 7 going to post. This Frankel gelding made a pleasing return at Cork in May, when finishing a close 2nd, beaten only ahead on his seasonal reappearance. That run came after a lengthy absence, and the promise he showed suggests he's capable of improvement today. He's been gelded since, and has clearly been doing well at home. With top jockey Colin Keane taking the ride, he's entitled to be right in the mix. That wraps up today's preview. Best of luck with your bets, and remember to gamble responsibly.